Welcome to the podcast Freedom of Speech, where we discuss urban and hip-hop topics. To my left, I have
Kevin V.
And to my right,
you got JQ.
And it's your boy Martin Blue. All right, guys, let's start talking about this 6ix9ine ordeal and everything. You know, all this talk about him, refusing witness protection. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think it's a dumb move because you got a family to think about. I know, the music, the spotlights, the fame, that's important to you. But, me, I would say, go for the family. I'll go for witness protection. But on the same token, you got to think, where on earth he going to hide? Because witness protection, they got to hide you from, whoever's after you.
They got to hide you. They going to put you around. I understand why he didn't want witness protection, though. You feel me?
I mean, it's understandable why he wouldn't want witness protection, especially with his career, how it was taking off so far before he got arrested. It was so, promised to him. So, I would have probably took, because, who wouldn't take 24-hour security when you a celebrity? I'm not,
Nah, but on the same token, you got to think of it like this. These 24-hour security, they're human, too. They got families, they got, wife, kids and stuff. So you telling me if a guy comes and point a gun at you, you think I'm going to protect you? Listen, I like to check that you paying me, but on the same token,
I like my life too, boy.
Hey, I gotta watch my daughter or my son.
I gotta disagree with that. I have to disagree. It might be some people that actually might, it depends who he get.
It'll be family. I feel like if you have family as your 24-hour security, that'll be or homeboys you grew up from when you was,
What homeboys? He don't snitch on almost everybody.
but according to sources, he just got for the same record label that he was on before he got arrested.
You mean 10K?
10K, yeah, 10K visuals. So the record label, he was offered over $10 million deal.
$10 million deal.
Over a $10 million deal.
Yeah, see, if I'm a record exec, the way I see it is this is a big marketing scheme because I'm he's still hot, he's still in the news, and right now look at 10K Productions, even though Tekashi's still in jail right now, me just offering a $10 million deal still puts me on the map. Now everybody who 10K is, what they doing, why they signing him? Because Tekashi he mainstream.
It's the hype, bro.
Yeah, he's still hype.
Also, it's smart because you don't think that they're gonna spend $10 million on somebody. You don't think they're not gonna protect the investment. So I'm pretty sure it's a reason why he already knew he wasn't gonna go under witness protection. He probably already talked to lawyers, talked to the labels.
10 mil, something about that paper.
10 million. But do you think? Do you guys think 10 million is enough to protect you?
No.
No.
How long do you think 10 million can protect you?
It's not gonna last.
How long you think that can protect you?
Because number one, you gotta think of it like this: if I'm hiring 24-hour security, they're not gonna be scrubs. They got to be the top of the top.
They have to be the top of the top.
They got to be special forces, Marines, something.
Somebody who's gonna take a bullet for you.
Combat skills or something with that nature.
People who know attack routes. Yeah, people who know about attack routes. Who have guard dogs. The whole 9 yards, basically. So if I have 10 mil, that all gonna be done within what? Okay, yeah. So so over a span, that 10 mil is gonna be dried up.
Over a span, yeah. The 10 million is gonna be up. Plus, also, it's how much money you think he gonna make enough to pay?
Oh, you mean so they can recoup on the investment? So basically, 10K projects. They offered him a deal, but it comes with one album, one English album, and one Spanish album. So he has to produce those records first before he get that 10 mil.
That's true. So how far can that 10 mil really go if you're not even seeing the whole 10 mil to even protect you?
Well, to be honest, you gotta do the work first. You gotta do
the groundwork. You gotta work for that 10 mil.
You might get a little signer's bonus. I might give you a 100K or something along the line of that, but I ain't gonna give you the whole 10 mil.
How you think that's gonna take him far with the music, studio, recording, videos, photo shoots?
It's not gonna last them. I feel like that
it can't last them that long.
No,
it can't.
And plus, the venues, I don't think they're gonna take a risk on 6ix9ine. If I'm gonna book you at my show, because I gotta promote it. So if I'm promoting it for months now, 6ix9ine is gonna be at so and so club. Don't you think the oppositions, Trey 9 Bloods, they not gonna show up? You think no regular Bloods not gonna show up?
That's kind of questionable because certain venues have high security. So certain venues might accept him.
I mean, you can have all the security you want. Shooting still happen.
How the security thing is gonna be though?
And it's not like he
Like, come on now.
Okay.
I don't care what type of security you got. You gonna get shoot up or shit gonna get popped off, man. What you mean?
Exactly.
All types of
Look
crazy
at all these
shit out here.
rappers. It don't matter who you are. They gonna find you.
Nah, see, another thing, the reason why I gotta say that too is because you also can't forget that when 6ix9ine, before he even got arrested, he beefed with a lot of high gang member, other rappers. So, and he went to their city and performed, and we seen what didn't happen to him. So we can't say that other venues might not, because there's around that time he was beefing with other rappers in their city, and they still built him in those venues. So what's the difference now?
I hear you.
What's the difference now?
Let him talk.
Before
me
he
the difference
had
now.
his little team behind him, correct?
Yeah, he had his team behind him.
Yeah, the Train 9 Bloods.
Yeah, the Train 9 Bloods, they were behind him the whole time. The whole time through the whole process of the situation.
Yeah.
Now he don't got nobody.
But now he has the government protecting him.
What the government gonna do?
He could get government official security. He can get government official security.
He
He
denied
denied
it.
witness protection though.
When you say
what
no to
government
witness
is
But
gonna
he
do?
still can pay a security. He still can pay a off-duty cop to work for him, so he can still have people. That
But-
come
So
on,
you want to tell me?
so he can have highly
so you wanna
trained,
tell me
skilled
if
security.
I pay someone,
If I
a good
have
amount of
highly
money,
paid, skilled
they're gonna
security.
take a bullet for me.
No, it's like this. See, if you have security, if you are high paid security, you come and you do security detail. When you come into a venue, you see what exit doors they have. You take extra precautions. So he might pay somebody that can take the extra
But you
precautions.
forgetting one thing.
Who gonna
You
take the bullet for him?
No, you forgetting one thing.
It's about preventing that bullet from even happening.
No, you forgetting one thing. I'm an artist, right? I'm on stage performing. My security's not on stage performing with me. You know where they're at? They're in the back. They're a little bit
This
to
is
the
why
side.
we have security at the door. We check you for weapons.
Someone at the crowd gonna probably drag him by his feet and whoop his ass and stuff.
Exactly.
That
You
we
act
can't
like we
prevent.
don't got-
You could get whooped. You could somebody. That's
You act
true.
like we
Some-
can't
that's
throw
true,
bottles. we seen Chris Brown get hit with a couple.
So if you gonna work for 6ix9ine and you watch this podcast, please make sure they don't bring bottles in the club. We don't need bottles thrown at 6ix9ine.
Nah, that's where they make their money.
Then how
at.
they gonna make their bread?
But yeah. Also, I also from sources that I've been reading up on certain articles, I seen that he might be getting released earlier, actually late in December this year.
Of course,
Late
man.
in
You telling on everybody.
And he the neighborhood snitch. He gonna
In my opinion, if 6ix9ine didn't get out this year, he wasn't telling hard enough. He named everybody. Damn. Like he was on the stage like Casper the Ghost. He did it too. He was there. We gotta put him on. Like he was naming everybody.
He named everybody.
He was snitching on everybody, rappers,
Everybody.
the Train 9 gang, all that stuff, man.
Shit.
He just wanted to get out. Like I said, he wasn't jumped in. He wasn't like basically a real Train 9 blood member. He was just a wannabe kid. They seen that he had potential. They seen his marketing stunts. They seen he was getting money. It was a Train 9 Blood's fault that y'all talked too much around a rat ass kid. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all knew y'all shouldn't put him on. Y'all knew y'all should just took his money. Now this label 10K whatever it's called.
10K.
Yeah, 10K. What they're doing is basically the legal way of what Shorty was doing to 6ix9ine. There's no difference. There's just now the government can't come after them. That's basically what it is at the end of the day. All right, gentlemen, there's been a lot of hot albums out there, what you guys think about Dababy, the Kirk?
Pop star.
That's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Boom. Drop a bomb for that one. But nah, that's fire.
What's your favorite song on there?
Like I said, pop star.
Honestly,
you?
I like Suge.
I'm not gonna lie, I think intros is the fireest one on there. I feel like he put his heart and soul in there. Damn, my baby look like my daddy. Nah, I feel like he put a lot of work into it. Like it really meant like it had a lot of more meaning to it.
He put his heart into it.
Yeah,
his
like
actual words.
Because I feel like it was a tribute to his daddy, so that's why it meant so much, and that's why a lot of people was rocking with it. Like they were really fucking with that song. So what about
He
Pop
dropped
Star?
the
In all his music, he put a lot of his real life stories in behind it, and you can can feel it. You can feel it in a lot of his lyrics.
You can feel the pain, the words,
You can feel the
everything.
pain. You can feel the truth behind his words.
And I mean,
Everything.
and I feel like it was also a celebration too, because he got the whole family there, for the music video, celebrating. And I don't even know where that music video was shot at, but it was beautiful there too. it looked like it was in Hawaii or something, but yeah, it was very nice. So I mean, what do you guys think about the Young M.A? The HerStory in the making?
It's about time she dropped the album. It's been a while. We've been waiting.
I mean,
Been a minute.
Since she popped out as an artist. It's been a while. We've been waiting on a full project.
Long time.
I mean, from my personal opinion, I think Young M.A can be more of a lyricist. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, I feel like she can spit way more harder than what she's been spitting now. I feel like she can up her game a little bit.
I feel like she actually could rap, but I feel like she's just trying to sell records at the moment. She's just trying to make, club records. She's trying to.
Like, I get her flow, some of the things she's saying, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm rocking with it. But on the same token, I feel like she can put a little more, like, finesse into it. Like, make it, like, meaningful. Like, where somebody, like
the songs before.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, ooh. See, that had, it had little things that, you wanted to repeat. But, from her nowadays, her songs, they not really, like, in your mind, not really sticking. Like, it's there, but it's just not something that if I'm in my car listening to it, I'm not going to replay it. I mean, that's just
I felt that by all means.
Like, I mean, that's my personal opinion. I don't know what the fans gonna think about that. They might dislike it, but
I like this new Young M.A. I like this M.A.
I want the old one back.
Nah, she was just too focused. She was more because now she don't sound as much as a New York rapper trying to be too lyrical. She really trying to fit in. Trying to make club bangers.
I mean, ain't gonna take you so far.
I mean, you can't.
About it.
No, when you be coming, because I feel like when there's a local level and there's a mainstream level. I feel like, for example, when you and at a local level, like, for example, when you was in Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and then when it was in Chirac, that was like, the Chicago movement. That was the drill movement. Just like with Young M.A, ASAP Rocky, that's that New York swag. But when you become on that main level, you have a whole audience you gotta hit.
You gotta entertain everybody.
Because, I'm from Florida, like, we from Florida, so it's like, if you from New York and you saying I don't know what the hell they be talking about, when you put it in your music, you got to make it like understandable. Like, just like if somebody's in Cali, they got to hear it too, or Texas, they gotta rock with it too. Like, you got to make everybody understand
right now,
it.
She's making music for the world, why everybody
exactly
understand the whole thing.
So that's why.
So you said you'd rather her put more lyrics.
I feel like she can be a little bit more lyricist.
But if she making music for the world, you don't think that maybe she thought my lyricism, maybe people didn't accept it as I wanted to.
I think
maybe
so.
she could have probably expected a Heffany song to go farther than what it did.
Yeah.
So she was like, maybe I have to at least like, entertain the people, that my music going to. It's not everybody want to listen to a whole lyricist album. Okay. Some people want to, jam to. I want to have a song where I can get in my car and just jam to, like, what I'm saying, like the City Girls. You see how they blew up so fast?
What?
It's more relatable.
Period.
How much can you relate to a lyricist album compared to somebody actually rapping the things that you see every day? Like, you wake up and like, all right, I see that person getting jacked. I see that motherfucker, doing drugs. I see that compared to you,
Nah, I just feel like it's the old school in me. Because, back in the day, like, when people, they got on a beat or a mic, like, they were saying some real powerful shit that, shit that really hit your soul. Like, I'm talking about the Ice Cube, NWA, the Wu-Tang. Like, when they were saying shit, like, you was like, damn, this some powerful shit. Even, like, in the 2000s, 50 Cent, Eminem, they were still saying some powerful shit. But nowadays, it's just like rappers nowadays, these SoundCloud rappers, they just get on a beat. They start yelling that,
yelling, screaming, mumbling.
So can I ask you guys a question? Can I ask you guys a question? Are you guys surprised about who won the album of the year at the BET HipHop Awards?
Damn, damn, you kind of jumped. We got one more. We had NBA. Damn. And to continue, man, we still got a lot more. We got NBA, Ali Youngboy too. What you guys think about that too?
Man, I fuck with it. But this album is, NBA Youngboy be hype all the time. Mm-hmm. He's more calm.
Like, I feel like he put more pain into it.
Yeah, he's more
I really haven't heard this album, but I'm just happy to see that he's, dropping music in a good place after the situation that happened to him in Miami.
Okay, I get what you're saying. But, like, yeah, I feel like he putting more pain into, like, his songs now. Like, he not just spitting just to spit. Like, I mean, like, his old mixtapes, like, they did have more influence, but this one is, like, it's, like, at a calmer pace. But on the same token, like, he's making everybody hype with the calm vibe. I don't know how to explain it. It's
It's
weird.
a vibe.
Yeah, it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe that I can't explain, but it's just a good vibe. And I feel like his fans, like, they understanding him too.
Is this album that you can see yourself bumping all the way to work after work?
Yeah. Yeah. What you mean? Of course.
Is it like a party scene, a club? A club
I can
vibe?
tell you, I feel like out of the two mixtapes the two albums we just talked about, it would be NBA first. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It would be. I'm in between, Dababy and
NBA.
Damn,
See, for me,
Young
personally,
M.A. my bad. You feel me? Like you number 3. Let's be honest. But damn, I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of hard though. But I mean, it'll be a tie. It'll be like a flip flop.
a tie between who?
Dababy and NBA.
It depends on the
NBA,
club they go to though. They play
Nah,
which
I'm
song,
gonna have to disagree
man.
with you. It's not that hard to choose which one. I'm gonna have to put Dababy. He making the noise, bro. Do you go on
I don't know about
Instagram?
that.
Yeah, Instagram.
I don't know about that.
How much have you heard people talk about the NBA album over the Dababy album?
I
The
mean,
sales too. Could we look up the sales?
I'm talking about from a personal preference. So I mean, like,
I hear you, but like you said, the sales and the clubs and all that. So it goes by what's popping,
What's popping?
what goes
What's popping?
around.
but NBA still been popping way before Dababy.
But the NBA
It's the
was
songs
popping
now, though.
but who had a better new artist career? Who had a better start? Who you think like start off was better? Dababy or NBA? The rise of they both cares. The rise of both of their careers.
I'm gonna say
That's
it like
a hard
this.
question though.
Yeah,
I
which
ain't
one you
gonna
think?
lie
Like,
with you.
seeing them both grow, which one you think had a better?
Damn, that's kind of a hard question.
Because I to be honest with you, I seen Dababy just come from just dropping simple shit. Because I remember seeing him on Instagram freestyling, like, but when he was the baby Jesus.
Yeah.
I remember that era.
I mean, from a standpoint, I ain't gonna lie. 38 Baby, that's my song. I'm an NBA.
Going back to the old NBA.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
NBA had it. Look, I'm like, look, I fuck with Dababy. You feel me? He just have to get more credibility with me. It's just like that's how it is.
But also,
credibility though.
I mean,
He's dropping that.
I like Dababy
but
as an
you gotta-
artist better because he's a better performer. Have you seen the performances he's been doing lately?
I get that,
The
but
Rolling Loud.
okay,
You seen him at the hip hop awards.
I get that. It's
I
just
mean,
like
his
this. I feel like
performances.
I'm more attached to NBA because I heard his music first. You feel me? And I've been hearing the fire from NBA because NBA been dropping fire after fire after fire. Dababy just got on and he dropping fire after fire.
Okay,
I mean, that's
so
to
he
your-
just
It-
got
it-
on though.
it- it means that Dababy got to catch up.
To
That-
your- to
I'm
your
not saying
opinion,
That don't mean,
I
listen,
feel like to
every
your opinion,
rapper,
NBA
they
been
drop
dropping
fire
bangers.
after fire after fire. It
No,
depends
no,
on
no,
the
no,
line
no,
they
no, no,
step to.
No, not every rapper drop fire after fire.
right,
Let's be
you're right.
honest.
But certain- you're right, though.
Some
But
rappers
certain
be
rappers,
dropping
though.
trash.
But you also have to look at the features you got in the game. Like, look at the baby features compared to NBA Youngboy features, and look at the artists he worked with. It all plays a part. Like, it's not all about your music too. It's all about how you is outside of music. But
But I mean, NBA he does get some good features though. I ain't gonna lie. We talking about Birdman. He been well. Birdman kind of a little old though. Damn. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
but he got damn.
He trying to pick a good feature, man.
I can't think of one tomorrow, but he got some good features though.
Hey, what you guys think about that Kevin Gates album? I'm him.
I'm him. He dropped it this year, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn, I ain't heard of it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't
anything
gotten
like-
to the Kevin Gates. Refresh my memory. Like, is it like any features on it? Any hot features he got with it?
Ain't no features on
No
it.
features. No features.
18 songs, just straight him.
Straight him.
Yeah.
No, that sound like a Bible.
And what's the
verse.
name of it? Yeah. Wait, what's the name of the album again?
I'm him.
I'm him. I gotta look that up. I actually gotta listen to that.
And he basically put his whole pain from the past to now in the whole album.
In the whole album. Did he talk about that case with him and that fan when he kicked him?
Nah, that was the last album.
All right, just making sure he's still not. Because I don't really think Kevin Gates haven't really been doing that much to really talk about something to drop. Did he drop an album earlier this year, or was it the end of the 2018? Because I could have sworn he
Nah,
did.
it
He dropped
just
the album
came
this
out,
year.
man.
This year,
Yeah, it
right?
just came
Before
out.
this.
Nah, it just came out 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, but didn't he
Yeah.
drop another project recently in this
It was
year?
a mixtape.
A mixtape.
Ah,
Okay.
that's what
Okay, I gotta make sure. I had to make sure.
He dropped the mixtape and then he
dropped-
waited
and
a
dropped
good
the
little
album.
minute, dropped the album.
Okay. Kevin, you should have waited. Nah, because I didn't hear about it. I didn't hear about it. All this, Kanye West.
You gotta talk to his
Baby,
promotional
where
team.
everybody's up- Yeah.
What?
I didn't hear about it, but I gotta go check that out. Because I used to be a big Kevin fan. Wale did drop his album. I ain't gonna lie, this new Wale, I'm fucking with this new Wale because he used to have a curse on him. Wale used to have a curse on him. People wasn't fucking with his music.
What type of curse you talking about?
One of them curses where people just blackball you. Come on, y'all remember the era wasn't nobody fucking with Wale?
Nah,
Come
but
on,
no, it was Wale's fault because when he was when he was with MMG, like
why is it Wale's fault?
How? Explain to
Yeah,
me.
I need this.
because it was like this. Like when he's on the label with MMG, he was beefing with Meek because Meek had the top spot.
You don't think Meek beefing everybody because Meek beefing with everybody?
I ain't gonna lie.
His feelings.
I feel like Meek think he a lyricist, but when he started seeing niggas like, but this off the topic, he see people like Drake, Wale, he started beefing with them people. Like, come on, bro.
Nah, they be coming after me because
What?
they be coming after me.
That's what you think. Well, all right, cool.
All right, explain.
What?
Who be coming after me?
Who be coming after Meek? I mean, it's a lot of people that come after Meek, but that's besides the point.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. We ain't gonna talk about Drake though. Drake. We ain't gonna talk about Drake. Drake, you won. You got the W.
You won.
Light skins winning. All right, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Have a great day.
But actually, Wale been looking healthy and nice lately. Have y'all seen him on the Breakfast Club interview? Yeah, he just did an interview talking about the new album and the different songs he have and stuff. Like,
I think it was Pusha T that brought him out on stage and almost hit him.
I seen that video too. I seen that video.
That thing was crazy.
Like,
I was like,
honestly, I was like, what the fuck? Pusha T like a little bitch on that one.
Nah, it was not Pusha T. Come on, you prefer
Run that shit back, Turbo.
fans be coming on the
Did y'all
stage
see-
acting like
run that
groupies.
shit back,
A split second before he walked on Pusha T, before he did up his fist, he did a little bitch jump. And then he seen what it was, and he was like, what's up? Like, come on, bro.
Man,
Protect
yourself at all times.
Protect yourself. My thing is this. If you was really like that, it wouldn't be I almost hit you. It would have been damn I hit you. I'm sorry. That's real nigga protecting yourself. Your instinct ain't no.
Bro.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean that. I mean that.
Yeah,
shit.
if you come up on me, bam, I'm sorry. But if I take time, then I'm like this. Come on, bro. I thought about it. I'm like, everybody looking. I gotta be hood.
Nah. He was just getting ready though. You gotta feel me because the way Pusha T jumped back, he was like, "Oh shit, let me throw up my set." You feel me? Like, let's get it for real.
Don't take a throw up and say you gotta hit one punch, then throw your set.
How am I gonna throw a punch?
Yeah, you throw a punch.
You gotta throw a punch yourself.
You gotta throw a punch, bro.
So you telling me I'm performing like, yo, what's good? Bop, bop.
So if you sneak up on me, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
throw my set and get
If
bop.
a nigga come up on me, I ain't taking time to go like this first. I gotta punch you. Then
I'ma
I'm be like,
swing
all
at
right,
you
then,
first.
Yeah, I gotta swing first. I gotta touch you first to
Nah.
let you
If
know
I
it's
see
real.
you, oh my bad, bro. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
That's what it is.
Y'all gonna
I'm
be
not
hitting
gonna
niggas'
swing.
ears
Stop.
and shit, hit their hair. Nah, nigga, I gotta see what I'm hitting. If I'm performing, I'm like, oh shit, hold on. Ooh, I'm a turn. Gain position. Throw.
I don't even know, man. Because if someone come, I'm gonna have to hit you.
Nah, I ain't
What
gonna
do
lie.
I look like stopping putting my set up? I can get my ass kicked. No, it's not like that.
Y'all talking about throwing punches. Y'all threw a fucking kick at his ass.
Y'all dumb.
Spinning back heel on his ass. Put his ass to sleep. Right, I was like, that nigga not waking up.
Any other albums that dropped this year that we forgot to mention? Any others that y'all?
If we forgot to mention, it ain't popping.
it ain't popping
at
at
all.
all. Popping.
I'm sorry, man. You artists gotta get y'all clout up. My bad.
What?
Wait, Young Thug did drop an album this year, right?
Who?
Young Thug.
He said who?
Young Thug.
He said who?
Damn, y'all fucked up, bro. Damn, y'all fucked up. Y'all said
Who?
by any chance, have any of you guys watched the 2019 BET Hip Hop Awards?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. BET Awards, it getting less and less exciting. Like it don't have the spark how it used to.
Hype no more, man.
I remember as a kid used to watching it, used to come and be like, I can't wait for the performance.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for the
I can't
BET
wait
cypher.
I felt like it was
Can't wait to the cypher.
To be honest, I felt like it was like the Super Bowl. You like, damn, I can't miss that shit. Hey, I'm sick. I can't make it to work today. What you doing? Watching
Nowadays-
BET Awards.
Nowadays, you just get a chance to watch the highlights, like probably on your phone. Or YouTube
Yeah,
or
you
some
just
shit
probably
like that.
YouTube, Instagram, whatever the case may be. Yeah, so like, yeah, you feel me? Like the BET Awards, they don't got that fire anymore.
Yeah.
Like
You don't
I
got
feel
the
like,
hype, man.
I
The
feel
Hip
like
Hop Awards used to be a little more like it used to be more like
Emphasis in that thing.
emphasis, more creativity. You seen like the performances was like, damn. You see them put their soul. They was sweating. It's like nowadays it's like,
It's like,
who you gonna have performing this year?
and I feel like the hostess themselves, like I feel like they giving it to anybody. Damn, I feel like BET, I could be a host.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like
BET, cause
Hip
I
Hop Awards used to
everybody
be
nowadays.
better when they had like real comedians, like high scale comedians.
Yeah,
they had
they
like
high scale performers and stuff too, artists. But now it's just like, damn. I mean, I'm not gonna diss the whole, because Kevin Hart was on there or whatever the case may be.
But it's not as hype as what it was before.
Yeah, back in the day, because I feel like back in the day, like the early 2000s, that's when the fire was out. That's when the fire,
sweating, taking off their shirts, rapping, going crazy,
dancing in the rain.
How would you rate this one? This year's? How would you rate this year's?
I'll give it
from a scale from 1 to 10.
I'll give it a 7.
I'll give it a 6.
I'll give it a 7.
Honestly, I give it like a 5.5 in the 6 in the scale of 6, 5.5, and
nah, because to be honest, there's
why would you say that?
Nah, because a lot of the awards that they handed out to people, I feel like a lot of people didn't deserve it.
You feel like that?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I mean that. Yeah.
Like for
what he's saying right there.
Like album of the year.
They just throwing it at people now.
I know y'all gonna get a little offensive.
Oh Lord.
I don't think Travis Scott deserved that. I feel like it should have went to Meek Mill. Meek Mill should have got it. Meek Mill should have got it.
I wanted to save that a little later for the little because we're gonna get on to that. But what do you think about the performances? The hip hop performances. What was your best performance of that night? Me, honestly, I would say would be seeing T-Pain and Rick Ross perform. Because it's been a while since I've seen T-Pain perform.
Nah, I got tired.
It's been a while. I mean, T-Pain, he in his bag now, making his money. He looked healthy. He was happy, And Rick Ross,
I ain't gonna lie, brings back to like the 2000s. You feel me? 2000s type of vibe.
Yeah, I mean that buy you a drink type of vibe.
Yeah, 2000 vibe.
See T-Pain with the industry again and making music with them and to see them still accept them, like it's good. It's nice to see that too.
It's love, bro.
It's love.
Ain't no
It's
hate
love.
no more.
It's love. That was one. Oh, another one. That which one was popping? I ain't gonna lie, the Megan Stallion was popping. She was. You see. Hey,
I'm sorry.
So, I mean, that was actually one of my first times actually seeing her perform on stage.
Really?
I don't be going to watch. I listen to her music, but I don't watch her performing and stuff like that. But I actually thought that was kind of interesting because the crowd was into it. Especially when she did her little dance. Her little dance.
She showed out a little bit.
She showed out and stuff.
Yeah,
I was thinking what Moneybagg Yo was thinking about. The baby and that song. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my girl. But
I mean, she won a couple of awards though. But some of them I didn't think she really won though. But
I mean, she came in the game out of nowhere. Let's be
she
real.
Came in like Casper the Ghost in this.
She came out of nowhere. She came out of nowhere.
I mean, so do you think she deserved that? Beck's mixtape.
The best mixtape? Fuck no.
No.
Nah, bro.
Who y'all think deserved it?
Fuck nah. Best mixtape?
Who you think deserved it?
Fuck no, not her.
In my opinion, I think it was Roddy Ricch. Feed the Streets too. I think that was the best mistake. I think he had
Gotta bite my lip on that.
I might say.
Who y'all think? You think is Lil Durk? You think Lil Durk had the best? Damn, because I was looking down, I was like, where he get Lil Durk? That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, damn, where he get Lil Durk from?
Nah, because y'all asked, what do you think she had the best mixtape? Who would be your opinion? My opinion was not her. I would say, and you said Roddy Ricch, so I said no, not Roddy Ricch. I said Lil Durk. That's my opinion. He had the best mixtape this year.
You ain't gonna lie about that,
yeah. But I'm just being real. Like I listened to the music.
Lil Durk did that in his mixtape. Yeah, give him that part.
Not gonna lie.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. I having a little controversy with the best collab and duo group for one of the selections in the BET HipHop Awards. I didn't like that Lil Nas X won, and he won over Lil Baby and Gunna.
I ain't gonna.
The drip. Come on.
Drip
too hard. Drip too hard. What? You telling me that song with Billy Ray Cyrus beat Gunna and Lil Baby?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. That thing had a lot of radio play.
What you talking about?
All right, but yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. For real, you think Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yes, that shit was popping. That's the song that was going crazy.
I mean, the song
almost ended racism.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The song was popping, but you have to fail to realize. Let me ask you an honest opinion. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So you think, because this is a hip hop award show,
all right?
You think the more fans that made that song popping was people who listen to hip hop genre, or people who listen to country, or people who's Billy Ray Cyrus fans?
It went to both. Bro.
It went to both. I'm not gonna lie.
So you country and hip hop. It went to both.
I'm saying if it wasn't country fans in that, do you think it would have did that much damage in the hip hop
It was still popping, but when he put Billy Ray Cyrus,
it got the clout.
to the scale.
Yes or no? If
I would have still said yes.
You would still say yes.
Yes, I would have still said yes.
So honestly, you say if the song didn't have supporters from the country lane, it would be popping as much as on the charts.
Not as much, but it'll still be popping.
It would be better than all of these people, these other artists. That's in hip hop. We talking about hip hop. We not talking about.
But on the same token, it goes from hip hop and country.
From everything
but this is hip hop awards. This is hip hop award show. But they ain't talking about country.
Hey, half of it was hip hop.
Half of it is country.
Wait, what? Hip hop? No.
The song he dropped.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Old Town.
Honestly, I feel like this shouldn't be here because you can't really count it.
You know me.
How though?
You know
Why are you saying that? Explain why.
The same way people felt like about Post Malone when he won an award a couple years back. Nobody felt like he should have. He wasn't. Come on. He even say he don't even do hip hop. He just do his own little rap. He don't even like that shit. Come on.
So you telling me?
Man, he said it's a country song himself. The Lil Nas X said it on record. It is a country song.
Look, I'm not taking.
Now think about it like this though. When he put the song out, even with Billy Ray, right?
Honestly, personally,
it's popping, bro.
Just because you black don't mean they goan to hip hop award.
It was not like that. Black though.
Is that even a hip hop song? Come on, really? Where name me one.
I bet you how much everybody blasting their cars out.
Horses in the.
Is it a hip hop song?
But
is that hip hop? Is that hip hop? Yes or no, bro?
I would say it's
hip hop. To me, it's hip hop.
To me, it's hip hop.
It makes you want to steal a horse, bro. Come on now.
It had everybody bumping their heads.
Horses in the bag. Nah, they ain't hip hop, nigga. I ain't never hear.
Take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna.
I ain't never hear Lil Wayne say. I ain't never hear Lil Wayne say. Ride to I can't no more. Nah, I'm being real, but I'm not even. I just honestly, but my opinion, I felt like even if he is on this list, I felt like it should have went to Lil Baby and Gunna because they did better. They collaboration this whole year.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
They didn't agree with you.
They didn't make the summer. They didn't make the summer.
Agree with you though.
Listen,
drip a trial,
bro.
Drip a trial.
No, listen. It's like this. On a personal level. I think Lil Baby and Gunna should have won it on a personal level.
That's your personal level.
You hear what I'm saying?
That's your personal
level.
That's what we talk about. We not.
But on a major level, I'm looking at it
about charts and sales of songs. A lot of people really
cool. Y'all saying about
so we talking opinion.
Think
this
about
is
the world.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing on them
and all that.
Fuck worldwide. This is hip hop culture, nigga. Hip hop culture ain't worldwide, nigga.
Well, guess what? The song was hip hop culture, right?
Exactly.
All right, there.
What song?
No, it was kind of a collab. It was kind of putting it together.
Country and hip hop culture went both ways.
Name me any other song in hip hop that sounds similar.
Bro, you'll be surprised though.
Hip hop.
You will be surprised though. What drops?
Nigga, name me one. I'll be surprised. I won't be surprised when you name me one.
Name me what?
A song that's similar to the Lil Nas X.
No, I didn't say similar. Hip hop. I said you'll be surprised when people drop and they say it was hip hop and it'll be popping. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
that's true though.
Am I lying?
How can you consider that hip hop? We don't consider half of Drake's songs hip hop. We call it pop. How the fuck can you consider that? I ain't got nothing against the song. Don't get me wrong, it's a good song, but you can't consider that hip hop. Let's get on.
It goes back.
Y'all can't discredit Drake from his hip hop music and call it pop, and then say this damn near country song.
But we call it half and half. We ain't saying this.
It's what the people like. What people want.
What a rap. He rapped in that song.
Yeah.
Nah, that was singing. That was melodizing to me. That was singing.
That wasn't rap. When he said the horses, that was rap,
and that was not R&B. It was not because that could be considered hip hop.
So you tell me the whole?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Billy Ray was rapping more than him though. I'm gonna be straight up with you.
So you tell me that whole song it was just country.
But is there any other?
They didn't have a hip hop flow.
Categories that you felt like you got snubbed, like certain other people, like you feel like should never won an award in this 2019 hip hop.
I'll say producer of the year. I ain't gonna lie.
Producer of the year.
I mean,
go ahead.
You didn't like DJ Khaled?
I think Metro Boomin, he was a little fire.
But look. Keyword this year. What projects did Metro Boomin really produce that much this year in 2019 that's really popping? DJ Khaled produced a whole album.
But DJ Khaled put albums almost every 6 months.
Yeah, but also that don't mean nothing. That don't
but you gotta
your
realize
success in the album. Just because you put an album every 6 months don't mean that you didn't do good in your shit. That means you well enough to do that.
All right. He putting out albums and stuff. But
on this list,
how much money he made on his last album?
Let's let these people know who was on the list. We had DJ Khaled. Okay. We had London on the Track. We had Metro Boomin. We had Mustard. We had Swiss Beat and Take Keith.
Okay. But let me ask you, DJ Khaled's last.
Like if you gonna put Metro Boomin, you gotta put Take Keith because Take Keith had more songs hits this year than Metro Boomin.
I felt that he right about that.
I'm being real.
This is my main point on why I think DJ Khaled didn't win it. His last album. You got his last album. How many sales he got? You got beat by Tyler the Creator. A guy a guy who made no type of marketing.
Wait a minute. But he got a cult following. You can't do that shit. He got a cult.
All right, he got a cult following. But look how many stars was on that album.
What on that album?
Look how many artists was on that album, bro.
It's the push. He not really an artist where he can
See,
push his
DJ
music.
Khaled just put like 3 or 4 features in every song.
Exactly.
And
That's how it goes.
But you gotta
for him.
also think like this: other people's songs, they have a whole label pushing that whole song. And nigga, he just dropped the album. He pushed it himself. He's just a producer. He don't know how to really push the song to he know how to make a good hit. Don't get me wrong.
How many songs he pushed? How many songs he pushed? Don't say that like that.
I mean, but he's not really he's not a whole label team where he's like, all right, we push.
See, I ain't gonna hold you. Khaled did put some good songs out.
Exactly.
You got to think
But
about
right
it like
now,
this.
I feel like he's trying too hard.
Also, but
Keep
look,
dropping
with
album
Khaled,
after album.
Exactly.
don't get me
He's
wrong.
trying
He's
too
putting
hard.
quality over quality. That's what it is.
No.
He's letting the hype mess with his song.
Look, one of
You
the
gotta
songs
think
I
about
like,
it.
one of the songs I like, I would never, Khaled, I gotta respect him because he puts artists together that you would never see together. He have a song, I know, y'all never, he have a song with Lil Wayne and Gunna. Gunna and Lil Wayne have a song together, and it's hard as fuck. Yes, I know that.
All right, I agree with you. He put people together to make good songs.
Metro Boom don't do
But-
shit. He's not. I feel like it's more to being a producer. Like I feel like it's more than just making a beat or engineering it. It's getting the actual people to sound, making the he know who's gonna sound good on songs together. He's been doing this for years and never. I feel like he well deserved this. Especially he been in his bag in the past 3 years, and it's about time he get this award. I don't feel like anybody else deserve it.
All right.
Maybe if it was we was talking last year, maybe Metro, but not. But that's just my opinion. You might be right.
All right, but the one thing I do want to do, I want to give congrats, to the MVP award, Nipsey Hussle, man.
R.I.P.
RP.
Nipsey Hussle.
I feel like he really deserved that. Ain't
He deserved that.
everybody on
All
that
love
is
right
Cardi
there.
B, DJ. You guys, J Cole, Megan.
Honestly, whoopity whoop. Yeah, I don't want to be I don't want to be the what do they call it? I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm gonna have to debate with you on that. I feel like I should have won to J. Cole because
What?
I mean, because look at it like
Did he
this.
just say
No
that?
look,
Respect.
let's be
Did he
real.
just say that?
This is no disrespect. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. No disrespect to his
Okay.
family and everybody in the situation. But honestly, I have to be real. I'm gonna be real with you. Honestly. Name a song that you really fuck with from Nipsey Hussle.
It's not about the songs. It's the MVP. What he did.
MVP
Most
awards
valuable-
of what he
All right,
did.
all right,
The
all
influence
right.
he had in the
Okay, let me
community.
better
That's
answer.
what we talking
All right, you
about.
right, you
He
right.
put an impact.
All right, guys, let me
Okay.
ask you a better question. Let me ask you a better question. Will we even be talking about? See, this is a hard question to ask.
Lord.
Let me ask this with sensitivity.
Okay, he gonna get his
would
shot.
anybody really be saying he deserves this? Let me ask this with sensitivity. If he was still alive, would we be giving his award to him? Would we be speaking for the things that he did?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Because I'm just being honest. Because I'm being honest with myself. I knew of Nipsey Hussle, but I didn't know of all the great things he did until people talked about him when he died. I'm being honest. Did all of you guys knew of this? Did you support him the way you support him after he died? Just be real.
I'm gonna be real.
I didn't support him as much until after
All of
he
his
died.
projects I didn't know about.
I didn't know
I'm gonna be
about
real. I didn't
Same
know
here,
all of
not
his
all
projects,
of
but
it.
I did
didn't
know
know
the
about
influence
it.
he had in the
respect it,
community.
though.
I didn't know about the influence he had in his community.
I did know about the influence he had
I'm
in
gonna
the
be real.
community.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna be real
Like you
about
said,
that.
Also-
I don't know all of it, but I do respect the way he did it, and what he doing. That's all I can say. I respect everything that he did and what he doing.
I respect anybody
I
that would do that.
respect it.
I respect anybody that would do that, and I feel like there's a lot of people that do that. We just don't really get a chance to talk about it because a lot of people don't give roses to the people while they still here. We like to give roses while they gone.
I mean that.
But
It's crazy when people die, they want to talk.
But I feel like honestly, the most valued player this year, I feel like should go to it should go to him. Out of the people on the list, it should. But I personally, opinion wise, I would like to see J. Cole because I grew up to his music and see because he's been the same since the beginning. That's one artist, and that's what I'm trying to say. What J. Cole was trying to do in his message. You didn't really know what Nipsey was trying to do until he died. That's what I'm just trying to say. Me as a person looking at it into it, I would be like, I would want to give it, but you have to say for the year. And I would say Nipsey Hussle did more this year than I heard about.
No, but
J.
you
Cole
gotta
did this
you
year.
gotta realize.
But honestly, I would want to see J. Cole.
No, but you gotta realize one thing. Like
Uh-huh.
Nipsey Hussle, where did he grow up? Like his growing up, it was like in L.A., bro. Like one of the hardest places. Like he was a real deal Crip. Like ain't nothing you can do about that. Like your surroundings makes who you are. Now thank God, like he grew up and became a better man. And once he became a better man,
I don't think your surroundings make who you are. Your surroundings only put you in situations you make who you are yourself. Because if that was the case, we all would be the same. We'd be the mirror of each other's expressions. So it's not where you're from.
It's what
you
want to do.
I feel like where you're
inside.
from put you, but
okay.
all right. This is like, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
All right, another one. Best new hip hop artist.
Yeah, the baby get that.
Yeah, the baby. I give it to the baby. But what about Roddy
Damn,
Ricch?
Roddy
You said,
Ricch,
yeah,
damn.
I thought you liked Roddy Ricch. What
I
about?
thought about that in my head. I was like, the baby.
Nah,
I'm
but
like,
the baby, he did more though. He did more like he had a bigger impact. Like
Nah, but
you know what
Roddy
I'm
Ricch
saying?
not a new artist as like like they portray.
But
like,
they both
he's-
the baby. You could say the same was with him too, because he had a different alias, but he's not a new artist either.
Yeah, I'll say it'll kind of be a little bit like Roddy Ricch is a little more seasoned than the baby, but I feel like the baby he should have won that because of that. Blueface don't ask nothing, bro. That man be all topic.
He just dropped one good song, Tatiana. That's what he was.
But is he
down-
signed to what label he signed to again? Cash Money
Cash Money.
Records. So he is something big. I mean, Birdman see.
Nice.
Hey, if Birdman see potential, it might be something about you, man. Cause look at Young Thug, Lil Wayne, all them people he see potential, man.
Nah, I
Like, he
feel
gonna pay his
Rudy-
artist though.
I feel like Rudy Rich though.
I feel like Roddy Ricch.
Roddy Ricch,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like he definitely he putting out fire too.
If it was to debate, it'd be these two, but I see why they gave it to DaBaby.
Okay.
What about the best hip hop video? Best hip hop video.
What Cardi B money?
Yeah, I don't think money. Nah, I don't think.
City Girls.
No.
No.
What?
If I had to choose between the people on the list, it would be either between Suge, because I like that video. You know what I'm saying? The one where he was in the office with those white people. He had like the fake. He was like this. He was killing it. You feel me? And also the other one I like personally, which I would put number one, is the Going Bad video with the with Drake and Meek Mill, because that's one of the first songs they did after the beef, and one of the first videos we actually got to see them actually together. And the concept of the video, if you watch it, it's kind of talking about the beef they had because they crash each other in the same cars. It's showing that they crash in conflict. So it's just showing you how
It's telling the story.
It's telling the story between them and the beef they had and the coming together about how they it's basically fuck these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Because the beef all started.
But I feel like the best hip hop video. I feel like it's more or less about creativity and how much like who has like the most.
That's why I felt
the
like
most
that was
hype.
That was
Like
you gotta
you gotta add a little bit of hype.
Not the most hype.
I don't think
not the most
because it's
hype.
more because the hype is not because he more right. It's not about the hype. It's more about like what I'm
No,
saying?
that's how
Like,
that's the way that
It's
people
supposed to
project
tell
it.
a story.
It's supposed to tell a story. How did you feel
A meme.
watching
Okay.
it? You know what I'm saying? Because like
Everything
the hype
on
counts.
YouTube.
because you can get a hype
Who-
from a video. Because
Who has
of the
more
song.
video? Who has
It's
more
not about the
views?
views on the video. It's because it could be those people like
But
the song,
exactly,
so it
that's what-
resonates.
exactly,
So,
that's
but
what
I
they're
mean,
saying.
Creativity though, people might actually go like, you know what I'm saying? Because
No, I'm not gonna lie. Meek Mill and Drake, it does have more creativity, but who have more views? It's Cardi B money.
Because if you had to if you had to do views, Sicko Mode, the best album. So how can you say that that was one of the videos in the Sicko Mode, and I don't even care about that video. I'm just saying, if
Ain't
you
nobody
was
really care about
if you was
Sicko Mode,
talking
like,
about
let's be
bringing
honest.
sales into it, you will have to say Sicko Mode. So that's why I say it's not Cardi because she didn't even sell more than Sicko Mode. So
Going
how
by
would she
the
get the
views.
best?
You gotta go by
I
the
feel like they
meme
only gave it
of
to
the
Cardi
music
because
video.
what's that thing they call? She broke the internet. When you break the internet, when you
Yeah.
like. So I feel like that's why they probably gave it to her. But honestly, when it comes to me, I feel like that relationship, things that drama that big happened between Drake and Meek Mill, and them making a video together, and the song basically kind of like referencing or reflecting to the relationship they have with each other and how
It's
they back friends again.
Real life shit.
Real life
on that
shit.
music video.
And we can see it because we all,
The fans didn't see
if
it.
you're a real hip hop, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I
supporter,
gotta remember that.
you would support that video. That video is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I mean? I mean, shout out to her and her team for winning that award. You know what I mean? She did a lot, but
I'm not gonna lie, Cardi B, she been doing her thing this year.
Oh,
So,
she been doing her thing. Trust me, believe that.
all right, y'all want to talk about the category, the hot ticket performer?
hot ticket performer. What
Hot
is the hot
ticket.
ticket performer?
Honestly,
What is
I mean,
that?
I don't.
Shoot me. What is that?
I don't even know. They just making up stuff now. What the hell is a hot ticket?
I think hot ticket would be like, you know
Who's
what I'm
selling
saying?
the most tickets?
Yes, hot ticket performer, like who sells the most tickets. But honestly, it also could be like, you know what I'm saying? But I would think that maybe the hot ticket performer or somebody mostly everybody want to
never
come to
heard
see.
nothing like that. Hot ticket performer.
They gave it to Megan.
But let's read the people on the list. You have Cardi B, you have DaBaby, you have Drake, Megan Stallion, you have the Carters, and Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? What you think about Megan, Willie?
I feel like they overly hyping her. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan yet.
The
You not a
song,
fan?
one of the songs, yeah.
I was surprised to see her get it over Cardi. I thought Cardi, if anything, I'm like, whoa, Megan.
Cardi, I feel like
Megan,
they really tried Drake.
Hey, Megan in her bag right now.
I really
Yeah,
do.
let her
Megan
get
in
her
her
bag, bro.
She her bag.
All about that bag.
It's all about that bag.
They like that power couple stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Moneybagg Yo winning. You know, he probably. I feel like he writing her songs. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah.
I feel like he writing her songs. They got a little bit sound play.
Her stuff not even that good for anybody to write it. I'm gonna be real.
Wow.
It's not. All right, let me be real.
Damn.
My words are a little more harsh. Let me be more sensitive for the viewership. Honestly, I feel like the lyrics is not that much of a like. Well, you would be like, well, somebody had to write that. Like, you know,
okay, I get what you're saying.
I feel like she wrote it. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Damn.
not like nobody can. It's not like it ain't
Put
like.
it out.
Also,
Put
it's
it
like,
out like
It's like you just sat there in one sitting and just like, you know, I'm gonna write this, then
Right
that,
this,
then
right
that.
that.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
Loki called her illiterate. Illiterate.
but I thought the performer would be Dababy probably too, because you know a lot of things he performed with Lizzo. He popped up with her, dancing on her. You know all these.
Yeah, I feel like-
so I feel like he probably
Yeah.
he been showing his ass off at
Yeah.
all the Rolling Loud concerts.
He been wilding out lately.
So
He
I
been
mean,
wilding out,
if
going
you had
crazy.
to have the hottest ticket performer, I would think it would be him.
Yeah, I don't think it's him too. I feel like it.
But what y'all thinking about the hip hop the albums of the year, BET Hip Hop Albums of the Year? What you think about the winner on that, Travis Scott, Astro World?
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, you know, on a mainstream level, Travis Scott will take it. But on a personal level, I think it's Meek Mill. I ain't gonna lie.
The fuck?
What you mean the fuck? Meek Mill? You think Travis Scott?
Lord, here we
No,
go.
but out of all the people on the list,
Here we
fam,
go.
you say him?
Yeah, I'll say Meek Mill. Who would you say? Yeah, exactly.
I say Travis Scott. I mean, even though I'm not a big fan of Travis Scott, but I can't honestly lie. Sonically and all that, and the sound and stuff, and like his confidence. Yeah, and like all the confidence and you feel me, like. Come on, stop it.
Come on, let's get back on track. Yeah, so album of the year, you feel me? So yeah, like I said, I feel like Travis Scott, you know, on a mainstream level, Travis would get it, you feel me? But on like a personal level, I think Meek Mill champions. Like he definitely deserved the trophy. Like I feel like they taking a lot of credit for Meek like this year. Like I'm like if y'all hearing Meek, I mean, but on the contrary, I feel like his songs ain't how it used to be. Like before he went to prison and all that. Yeah, Meek
Yeah, his
Mill.
song ain't like I missed the I'm a pause. And
Like I missed that. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished.
You know what I'm saying? I missed the old ratchet Philly, like, you know what I'm saying, spitting bars, Meek Mill. Now it's more like sometimes he might make a song for a love song, like, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not.
songs though. You know, the intro was kind of fire, man.
But I
What you
think
mean?
after all that, like, you know, all that jail and all that situation with him and that happened with him, I think he kind of calmed down from like the Meek Mill that made him famous, like church. Like I don't like this.
All right, Jay.
Meek Mill.
All right, so Jay, what do you think about it?
I think I'm a Gates fan. Okay, like I'm a Gates fan. I feel like Kevin Gates should have won.
So you
Get some love.
Nah, but I feel like they didn't even put Kevin Gates on the list.
Yeah, I don't think he made it to the list.
He didn't make it to the list.
What you mean?
He ain't make it to the list. Album, he nowhere. They like Kevin Gates, who? Just like Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones, who? Kevin Gates, we don't know who that is.
What? Oh, you gonna see who he is.
Yeah.
You gonna see who he is this year. All love over there. All love.
Nah.
Nah, I feel like he haven't been like really putting out real work, like good
What?
good quality work. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really feel like he haven't been really putting out good quality work.
And why you say that?
Well, because like he ain't
Nah, listen
hot
to his
as he
songs,
was.
his ass.
Like,
Which song? Which song? Nah, run that shit back, Turbo. Go ahead. Go ahead. We'll have a debate in this bitch. Go ahead.
Kevin said, I don't
Go
think
ahead.
music was like that good.
Go
He
ahead.
like, why you think that? Listen to this.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
It
ahead.
wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. Kevin more funny on live now than he is. Like, you know how certain artists
Yeah.
just become like, you feel me? Like, you know how certain artists is like, I feel like he one of them artists where his personality sells more than his actual lyrics. Like, his
Exactly.
actual music,
Like Plies, you
his
feel me?
antics, you know, like Plies. Anybody like, you know
Sweet
what I'm
Pussy
saying? Like,
Saturday.
you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Shit like that.
You feel me? That's selling records.
And Kevin Gates better when he be like the etiquette and all of that, and like he better when he talking
bruh.
like that and shit. But when he making
Nah.
music, I feel like
I feel like
bro.
it's Instagram that's keeping his career alive. Like I really do.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? You know you ain't
Like,
shit
it-
when nobody really trying to hop on your album. When niggas be like, oh, I ain't want nobody featured on my shit. You probably couldn't afford it. Two, nobody probably didn't want to hop on your shit. Come on, bro.
He's his own thing, though.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Who banging on Kevin Gates' door trying to do a feature?
I mean,
The Baby did a feature with Kevin Gates.
All right, that's the baby. Because
Come on
I
now.
didn't even know that.
To be honest, I really didn't know that either.
I mean, that's a. You know what I'm saying?
But
Rob Wave.
All right, but that those roles can be reversed. You feel me?
Back in 2014, August Alsina.
No, but he said 2014.
But they like, we making it back. I'm gonna bring it back to now. You feel me?
That's sad.
Nah.
When you got to name an artist that came
but
out
no,
after him, but like,
you think-
he did a song with Rod Wave. Like, nigga, I thought he was more popular Rod Wave, but
but I'm saying it like this. See, like with the baby, he's an up and coming. Like he like more or less he's going to his peak. Kevin Hart, he declining, meaning that if I'm the baby, like who getting more clout, Kevin Gates or the baby? Because the baby, he's already hot. Kevin Gates, he ain't. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you.
They both hot, but the baby's hot, more hot now.
No, the
Now I
baby.
can say it.
Let me rephrase it. The
Go
baby
ahead.
on fire.
the baby on fire.
The baby on fire.
Yeah, he on fire.
Baby on fire.
Kevin
wildin'
Gates,
out.
he's sizzling. He's sizzling.
No. He got a little torch to him.
You know when you
Little
cook it,
torch.
when you
So
cook
y'all
it and
don't-
you put it on
yeah.
low, that's Kevin Gates.
Nah,
The
medium.
baby, he's on high.
What y'all
Medium
think
rare.
about Tyler the Creator making a list? You know what I'm saying? Because you know a lot of people never, honestly. I mean, me personally, I never.
I ain't gonna
considered him
lie,
to
I
be,
never
like,
heard of his music. I just know him as
That's
he's a
what
goofball. He's
Yeah, he a
funny.
goofball.
He's
I
stupid.
never thought he would actually
He
make
go
it
crazy.
to like hip hop would actually take
Yeah,
him serious.
I ain't
I
gonna
never
lie.
thought I would see.
He's
the
a
day
weird- he's a
where
weird
hip-hop would
one.
take this man serious,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna lie, man. His music it sells. His marketing, even though he do all that dumb antics, but like
It works.
His marketing, it works.
It
man.
works.
It
If
sells.
it
Be
works, don't
himself.
change it.
And he doesn't have to really do a press run, none of that. Like do interviews. He just drop his music. And he
That's
have
good.
co-following. I mean, like, hey, other rappers hit up Tyler Creator.
I'm not gonna lie. I would love to go to the Tyler.
I want to see the dumb
I don't
shit he
care.
would do. Just
like
to
be on stage
entertain
with
us.
him. Cause like him and his crew, they be jumping in the crowds.
What?
Nah, I'm
Lit.
good. After I
I
seen that
really
boy
want
eat
that.
roaches and shit like that,
I ain't talking about eating roaches. I'm talking about jumping in the crowd surfing.
nah, but I feel like his shit gonna smell like booty. Hey, nigga eat roaches, nigga do all that extra shit. It's gonna be stinking there, bro. I ain't finna be vibing. But
You talking about
Yeah,
eating roaches?
what y'all
and
think
steak?
about
Eating
Dreamville's
What?
the Dreamville album? You know, with not Meek Mill, but J. Cole artists and him also on that album. What y'all think about that? Being nominated
I'm
as
not.
one of them.
I'm not gonna lie. Jacob always gonna be dropping fire. Like he's like I feel like
That's
he's
just him.
It's just him as a
It's just
person.
him as who he is as an artist.
Like I just really feel like
He's
he's
gonna
just
drop
like a
songs.
sleeper. Like he just wanted like people have him on their like they playlist, but they're not really playing them. They're not really bumping to him because that's the type of person he is. But I feel like
That's true.
he's very underrated. Like a lot of people are, oh, J. Cole overrated. No, I feel like he needs to get way more radio play than what
Honestly,
he
I
getting
feel
right
like
now.
J. Cole should have won one hip hop video. Also with the video what was that one video when he was in the song and he was showing that what's that shit called?
What, Middle Child?
I was about to say middle child.
Yeah,
I think it's ATM or something.
I don't know what he's talking about.
But yeah, man, I think because we all know that J. Cole direct and produce his own videos,
Yeah.
just like he do. He edit and produce his own music too. So that's another person I would like to see finally win a award for that because he doing it on his own. So it's like to see his video make it, it'd be like damn, an artist that edit his own video, do his own music, make his own award.
All right. All right, so the BET Awards, there's a lot of things I disagree on. There's a lot of things that, I did. Like, for example, Best Mixtape, I think Roddy Ricch should have took it. But the one thing that, that's really bugging me, like BET or the Hip Hop Awards, like, it's treated, like, it's the number one, like, Hip Hop Award show, but it's treated as a C+ show. What's your guys' opinion on that?
Yeah, especially with hip hop being the number one genre, that shit does kind of it kind of throw me off a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Makes my nerves bad.
It makes me because like it's a lot of black celebrities and a lot of black like entertainers that don't support the show as much as they support other
Like the
other
Grammys?
award shows like the Grammys, all the Grammys and shit like that. They don't support it as the BET Awards as much, and I feel like
these black celebrities, they're competing to get onto the Grammys. They're complaining that the Grammys don't honor like black people, but you guys have your own show, like
Own
your
thing.
own,
nothing
like your
They
own
don't show
hip hop
no love
awards.
towards it when they
And
get in it.
you guys are coming late.
just the
Ain't-
BET Awards, period. We have so much for all different genres of like black culture. Like it's disturbing. Like,
And my
team.
question is like, why they not showing it live? Like, what they gotta rehearse or something? Like, they're messing. Like, I'm like, all you guys are
Oh
artists.
my
Y'all
God.
perform every day. Like, what's the problem?
I
Like,
feel like it's showing like how fake like how fake the industry is, and also how much less people care about the show.
It's not
Like,
showing nothing
because
exciting no more.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They feel like as if the show is not that. I feel like they feel like it's not important anymore. Because, you know, mostly things that's live is shit that's important.
Nah, I feel like they keeping it real PG. Like, you know, they got little kids. Because, you know, back in the day, you know, like they would curse, and you know, you would go home.
Let's go crazy.
After school, you know, you go home. You like, oh damn.
Stuff at the TV, get mad.
I won't blame it on the PG, because if you watch the Megan Stallion performance, her ass cheeks was out and stuff like that. So I won't blame it on the, I won't, because the lyrics we use too. Because I would never remember back in the days in 2012, I would have never thought the baby artist would be able to get on the stage like performing and rapping so gangster and like. So I won't say it's the way we act. I mean, that's so acceptable.
I feel like there's no support
society.
and no love towards.
I just feel like it's no support
it's none
and love
whatsoever
from the big celebrities who's supposed to like. You don't
like
see
if you're there.
like,
why not post?
Why not have a Will Smith or a Jada Pinkett Smith?
Social media
like those
goes
iconic
so far.
people. Yeah, that shit
It
crazy.
goes very far, a long way. No love whatsoever towards anything.
Yeah, you have like big platforms like DJ Academics. Like nobody really talked about it, gave a hype before a show. Like, you know, some people might touch upon it and talk about it afterwards, but nobody really.
Yeah, but they won't take it serious though. They won't even put it to a conversation.
And I feel like what they're doing now is just like you know, when there's a new episode or something, like they be like, oh, there's a new episode on Thursday. They're not like, you know, promoting like months in advance or anything like how they used to.
Like, how the hell is hip hop the #1 genre and like they don't take
but
the
they're not showing no love
serious,
towards what they on though.
And I have a theory. It's just my theory. I feel like that these people, these high-end artists are working to have contracts with certain labels and other businesses that have contracts with the award shows. Because, you know, if you really look at it, certain artists from certain labels always win. Like, everybody have business ties. So I feel like that's another thing that plays a major part in who shows up to award shows. Is like, is your business ties, is that okay for you to go to the award show? Like, you know what I'm saying? What label you signed to, who you signed. That has a big major part.
Like
you
I
know what I'm saying?
I said, social media goes a long way.
Yeah.
And if they post it or they represent it or they put like, you know, early, it'll be popping. No one's doing that.
But what I really feel like, I feel like they're
throwing it to the curve.
Yeah.
You know, the rappers who are in mainstream, I feel like they're blacklisting them. Like, I feel like some blacklisted rappers, they should, like, the one that BET considered blacklist should come to the BET Awards. Like, rappers who really got potential should be able to attend the BET Awards. Because I'm like, for example, it is a black, like, community thing. But,
of course. I
but you guys are treating it like, oh, like, these celebrities, yeah, you guys ain't shit. I'm like, the top performers ain't even showing up. So I'm like,
maybe it's the platform they put the show on. Like, maybe they should, like, take it to, like, live streaming or, like, you know, take it to like a YouTube or a Spotify or something.
But not you're downgrading it now.
No. If
I put it on you,
look here. Not everybody got cable. Everybody has a social. Everybody have a phone. If I could click a link,
got cable. What you doing?
It's called links, bro.
So nowadays, people got links. You're proving my point. So most of the time, did you actually watch the show yourself or did you watch highlights? Be honest.
I ain't gonna lie.
You watch highlights. So imagine if
some people watch highlights, some people watch links.
If you promoted it heavily on a website or had your own website or
like you said, website, right?
Like, it's better to, like, I feel like maybe it's also another that plays a part in why it's not a major viewership like it used to be, is because
nowadays people go through the phone and social media. So it's called link, YouTube, and highlights. That's all it goes by for. But like I said, you gotta represent and show it out for it to be up again.
Exactly.
That's been crazy.
It goes both ways.
It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy.
I thought you was going to do that.
All right.
All right. Have you guys heard about the Amber Guyger situation? They even say it right or not?
It's Geiger.
Geiger? Ah, shit. I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, you tried to. I ain't gonna let you pick it up.
Botham Jean.
Wait, what's the name? Amber what?
Geiger.
Geiger.
Yeah,
Geiger.
Geiger.
His name is Botham Jean.
Oh, Lord.
Botham.
Is that who?
Botham Jean. That's the guy who got shot.
All right.
Yeah,
you can do it again.
Amber Guyger. I'm gonna say the Amber Guyger case.
Yeah.
You think she deserved 10 years?
No, we gotta explain it. What happened exactly? All right, so you want me to take it?
We get the.
All right, so the next topic we want to talk about is the Amber Guyger case. For you guys don't know who that what happened was.
That's a real serious one right there.
It's funny to me though. I'll never in my life forgive you for killing my brother. And on top of giving you a hug and playing with your hair, I'm not doing that.
Wait, hold on. Let's explain to the people.
All right, go ahead, explain to the people.
So what happened was an off-duty cop, Amber Guyger. She was on her way home. She got off on the wrong floor and eventually got to the wrong door, which was right under her actual apartment. She walked in, guy eating cereal, which is bothering Gene, and she accidentally put 2 slugs in his chest. Now, what do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like, she deserved 10 years? She deserved more, less, or
more?
Why do you think more, Jay?
Cause man, if you say off duty, right?
Yeah.
You going to her house, whatever, right? Cool. Mm-hmm. Ask questions first before you shoot later, bruh. She just went to the house and just shot the nigga like that, man.
Wait, hold on, time out. You got to think of it like this. First, I'm off duty, meaning I just got off from work.
Yes, but how stupid do you have to be to go to the wrong number of your house, bro?
Wait, no. Because you got to realize, elevators be messing up, too. So I could live on the 15th floor. It could have dropped me off on the 14th floor. If I'm on my phone...
It's called use your eyes.
No, sometimes the floors look the same.
Honestly, at the end of the day, he was an unarmed man. At the end of the day, he's an unarmed man, so you could handle the situation. Man. You could handle the situation. If you off duty, call the cops. You a cop. You know what you're supposed to do.
What do you mean call the cops? I am the cop.
Call the cops. Okay, if
you're off duty, don't take responsibility in your own hands,
and
bro.
And another thing, I feel like I believe she deserved more years. Like
I'm not gonna lie, she does.
She deserved more years because it's almost like a what would they say, a second degree murder.
Yeah,
like. You had the chance
the chance to ask questions.
Like another source told me, you had enough time to analyze and see all the other, like the carpet was red. That's a major. That's one color.
You could have walked in and seen if this was your house or not.
You should know. You should know how your furniture
the
set up.
Doormat, the door, the handle, something.
You could walk into your house blindfolded and still smell that's your house. You just sense that's your house. Like you should know.
Like, you should know the feeling of your own shit.
It's not something that you just walk and be like, oh shit, this look just like mine. It's like nigga, like I don't care if the house is set up like you have the same like rooms.
You gotta know what's yours.
Nobody have the same furniture, bro. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? It's like. No way. If the guy Gene was eating his bowl of cereal, he was an unarmed man. He didn't seem harmful. Why would I feel like in a situation I should pull out my gun and shoot him? You know, I feel like
the way I think about in people's shoes. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if I got off on the wrong floor, I don't know. You don't know how my day went. You don't know like what asshole I had to deal on the street.
What type of day you gonna have just to shoot somebody?
No, listen, because look. Like cops, they do 8-hour shifts just like us. So it's just like if I go, because you never know. I could have been dealing with an accident. Some asshole cut me off. I had to, fight some guy. Whatever the case may be, we don't know how her day went. But the thing I do disagree with is you went into a man's house, Gene. You went into his house. Let's be honest. And instead of saying, freeze, present yourself, or even introduce yourself, like what are you doing in my house? You decide to shoot the man. That is what I don't agree on. And you're an officer.
Life's a life. And that's what I'm seeing it as.
Yeah, a life is a life. That is true. But you're an officer. You have special training. Like, there's no way in hell that you're trained to shoot first.
Shoot.
Like, and to be honest, you have other weapons in your utility belt. You don't just have a 45.
You got a gun.
You have
taser,
you have a taser. You have pepper spray. You have handcuffs. You have
accessories.
Exactly. Basically.
It's like
exactly.
If she was a regular civilian, I mean, it still wouldn't be understandable, but you would have more like leeway to say, all right. But the fact that she's a trained police officer, she could have handled the situation more professional. I felt like that was a very unprofessional way.
And there's also videos of her walking back and forth, saying, oh, she didn't know, like she like. I feel like everything was coerced. Like she already knew what to say. Like she already knew what to say to get her out of trouble.
That's true.
How dumb do you gotta be to not go to your house and so-called say this is your house and then shoot somebody? Like I said, life's a life. That's right true. Or wrong?
I'm not gonna lie. This is one thing that that trips me out. Even if you miraculously get on the wrong floor, even if you're not paying attention to your surroundings or you're on your phone, you open your door, you look up. You have to look at the door number because if you pull out the keys from your pocket. You have to look. You have to look at the door. Like it's impossible for you unless their unit doesn't have no distinctions. But you would. I highly doubt that, to be honest. So yeah, there was too many features, too many distinctions for her to not know that's not her house. So I feel like when the judge said, "Oh, we're gonna, award you a sentence of 10 years," I felt like that was the most bullshitted shit I ever heard in my life. And for them,
I heard they gave a hug,
for
giving her, clapping her hair.
Yeah.
What?
But my question is, if you were the judge, how much usually would you give her?
Like get everybody else 25 to life or 25.
My question is,
I bet you if it was a black officer, what would happen?
If the roles was reversed, what would the years that same judge?
They would have crucified him. They probably would have gave him life. Would have gave him life.
If it was opposite roles and that guy was to walk in and he was to, God forbid, was to pull a gun out on an unarmed officer and was to shoot her, how would those roles be?
But on the same token, you know what they did?
And think of how social media would have took it though.
Excuse. How they took it?
But if you listen to all the juries, you know how they were speaking. They were like, I felt like it was. They got to them emotionally. They were not looking at the evidence. They even got the judge feeling all emotional, like, I got to give her a hug. I feel like she was wrong, like she did a mistake. No, like they got too emotional and they ignored the facts. She came into a man's home and shot him in cold blood. That's what it is. It's murder. If you're you're an officer of the law, you know the law.
You should know the law.
You know how
you gotta know the law.
You know how to present your weapon. You know how to present yourself. Even if you were doing,
you got to represent a situation before you're doing the actions.
Exactly. Supposed to handle the situation more professional.
In my personal opinion, I understand it was an accident. I understand you shouldn't like.
I don't think it's an accident.
I don't think. I mean, personally, I don't think you should get life, but I do think you should get more than 15 years. Like I'm not gonna lie to you.
20, 25.
I think you deserve more than 15. Like you don't deserve 10. Yeah, I think you deserve more than 15.
I think you deserve
because you took a man away from his family.
Like no excuse. I don't. My personal opinion, if you murder somebody, I don't care your excuse to murder. If it wasn't to protect your own self, then like if you didn't obviously project that you felt in danger, if you kill somebody, I feel like you should get the full extent of the consequences. Like no matter if you say, I made a mistake and kill him, or this was the excuse why I killed him. You killed the man. You take the time. I mean,
took someone's life.
No matter what your excuse is, like you know what I'm saying. If it's not, if I feel like if it can't be justified as stand your ground, then I feel like you should take that time. I feel like it should have been more than 10 years. That I feel like it should have been more.
Hey, baby. But what I really feel like I understand, forgiveness and but when your brother hugs the person who murdered, how do you hug the person who murders your brother?
What shocked me the most was she was being treated as the victim.
Like that was crazy.
That was crazy.
That shocked me the most. A lot of people was like, honestly, I think that we couldn't give her more time because they was talking about the victim, the actual victim.
Exactly.
White girl privilege.
They said a lot of people, Gene's family was saying how much of a great person and the light he was to their family, that he was like, a forgiving person, that they felt like Gene wouldn't want that to happen, but honestly, I felt like that was just all bullshit.
Hear that.
Like
I don't want to hear that part.
Like honestly, respect and all condolences to his family. Yeah. That I honestly think Amber should have had more years than 10, like 25 or more.
I already know what's gonna happen. This is exactly what's gonna happen. She's gonna get out for good behavior. She's probably gonna do 6.5 or 7, and she's probably not gonna be a cop anymore, but or officer. She's probably gonna be
still
security.
Gonna be free, like
she's still gonna be free. Well, after a few years, she's gonna have to live with it, and we all gonna move on. And it's sad to say, we all gonna move on, and we're gonna forget it.
That's true.
But we already got to deal with walking while black, driving while black. Now we're dealing with living while black. That is crazy.
What kind of message does this leave for black and other minority people living in America? Is especially how the judge treated her. They treated her as a fellow, a person, a fellow colleague.
People can't even be at their own home, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't even be in my own home.
I can't even sleep in my own bed. When
the judge rub a head of and comfort a murderer. That's just sick to me.
It's just crazy.
It would never happen.
I feel like what I mean. Like things have to change soon, and I have to change now. And that brings me to this next topic. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but Tatiana Jefferson. Have you guys heard about that case?
Yeah.
And the shooting of that?
Yeah, getting shot through the window.
That is disturbing. Another one of these. This is crazy. These cops are going wild.
The thing that really gets under my skin is I feel like these officers, I don't want to blame the whole department, but I feel like these officers, these individual officers, they're not getting proper training. Because I understand.
I wouldn't say proper training. They're just scared. I honestly feel like they're scared because once they see something, they just shoot. They don't ask first. No, they just shoot. They're
but
scared.
I think that ties in with proper training. If you had,
exactly,
like, if you had proper training, they would train
if
you
you're
to
a police
like,
officer,
you're
not supposed to be scared. You gotta.
I mean,
well,
I can't really say that.
No, I can't really say that because every situation is different.
Every human fears something.
You don't know what you're walking into.
That's
See the
inevitable.
video though.
That's inevitable.
He just said stop, and then he just started shooting.
But we can't say that's off of fear because it all could be.
Let's go back a little bit.
The motives behind that too.
Okay, so this is what exactly happened. So one of the neighbors saw the door was cracked. He called his local what's the number, the non-emergency number, and just to send a unit by just to check to see if everything was all right. Two police officers showed up. One went to the back, one went to the front. The thing that I don't like the most is when you send an officer to the back, his job is to make sure that the suspect does not run out the back. But the first officer in the front has to announce he's a police officer. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that I don't like that really bugs me, if you're an officer, why is your hand on the trigger? That's the first thing. Like, there's no, like, they should show you how to basically hold a weapon properly. That means your trigger finger is off the trigger. So when you're searching around so it seems like the way he
Another thing that's disturbing is the fact that when he did actually say any words, one, like you said, to bring to that point, he didn't introduce that he was a police, and in the simultaneously seconds after he said freeze, put your hands up, he shot.
He just started shooting.
Exactly.
He didn't give it a chance for anybody to.
I felt like he didn't mean to shoot it. That was very accidental. I feel like he didn't mean to shoot, but I feel like because he forgot his training. That's why he shot.
I can't say he didn't mean to shoot.
I can't agree with you on that.
I won't technically say he didn't mean to shoot. I feel like he didn't expect who he shot was to be a non-victim. Me personally, I felt like in his intensity and his just listening to the video and seeing the video, listening to his words. Me personally, I felt like it wasn't like he did it it was an accident. I feel like his intentions was to shoot, but he didn't expect it to be
the homeowner,
or the homeowner of
somebody
the person.
else, but a robber.
But on the same token, he only shot once. Like
he actually shot. It sounded like he shot twice in the video.
He shot twice.
Yeah, in the video, it
shot once. It shot once.
Shot once?
Yeah, fact check. He shot once. Because the reason why I feel like he didn't, it was so intentional, because when he shot, it was like a pow, oh, snap, a shot. Like, it stunned him. Then he was like, oh, snap, like, I got to get back to life now. Oh, like, is everything all right now? Like, I shot the suspect. Now, he's back into the police mode. But when he first shot, he was stunned. Like, he was startled. Like, he didn't know what was behind there, who was going to jump out, if a suspect had a gun. So he didn't know what was behind that curtain when it moved, and when he was flashing the light. He was scared himself. So I feel like because of that, he made a wrongful move, because he didn't announce himself. He should have announced himself. He should have said whatever police department he's from, freeze, put your hands up, something. And the thing that really pisses me off, the police department gonna leak out photos of a gun that has nothing to do. I understand there's a gun in the house. They blur out everything. Oh, why did you even leak that? What was the purpose of that?
That's crazy.
Like, does it help your case? And then when you're even asked about it, the chief just walks out. So is that what we do crazy. Now? So
it's beyond me.
So
what have we coming to?
So what? We ask facts about something and you can't provide us answers. I'm like, a woman was shot in cold blood by one of your officers. The community demands answers. You have to have those answers. Now, I don't know who released those photos. Was it the chief? Or someone has to sign off on that. Someone has to give that to the community to see the evidence. Mm-hmm. But when that mistake is made, somebody else has to respond to that. Now, for you to walk off, it shows your integrity, that you don't care about the case. You didn't care about enough to even answer.
They just brushed it off.
Yeah. I think the gun was shown just to, so that if I feel
show
like,
face.
No, I think
it was to discredit. It was discredit.
Yeah, it was to discredit the victim, and also just in case like the cop go to court for that, it could the jury can see it. So I feel like that was just implanted for the decision, but I feel like that was unnecessary. Like, it was to the point you was making, that was unnecessary. It had nothing to do with the reason why the cop shot.
Exactly.
Before, what I'm saying.
See, I understand if the gun was, was pointed at you or it was in your view, but it was impossible for you to see it at the same on the same token. So I feel like you're discrediting, Adriana. I apologize if I said her name incorrectly, but I feel like you're discrediting her, and you feel like you guys can take her death as a way of like, oh, this is one of my officers. I understand you got to cover up your officers, you got to protect them, but on the same token, that officer did something wrong.
I think a lot of these police departments need to work on a lot of these trends and these tendencies cops have for shooting first and asking questions later. It's like it's a lot of cops that have that same tendency.
Too much doing that,
it's
man.
too much of those where you shoot and then like all the questions and everything of the situation unfolds afterwards. They don't take time to actually assess the situation. I don't know what's going on with the training and procedures, but that's been happening a lot.
No, but
it's like every case started to seem similar.
But even though you can train them as much as you want, but in the like it says, like when you apply for a new job, like in training it's all easy and but when it's for real, like when you're on the floor, when you're actually in the field, it's something completely different. Like that handbook that they give you at the police academy, it goes out the window. Like you're walking up to serve a search warrant. Next shots fired.
But my thing is, it's like, cause that would be like to add on to that. It's like what I mean. Well, it would be more understandable if maybe like cops made a mistake, cause people like to use the thing. Oh, it's a mistake. He's human. But why do mistakes always seem to happen to the same demographic? Like always black people.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Oh yeah, but like, why do it always have to happen to black people or minorities? Like, why when a trigger finger cops
a lot, man.
only happens to like
it.
what I'm saying? Okay. Like it starts to be like a pattern now. It's like you could use the excuse, maybe the cop is like not well trained, but why every cop that's not well trained?
Why every cop gotta be well trained? Why every cop gotta shoot first, ask questions later? Why does it gotta happen to Latinos and black cultures and regards? That makes no sense.
And the thing,
I'm crazy.
Sick of it, bro.
And the thing that really pisses me off. Like for example, just to get off topic for a little, these mass shootings. Like I seen like this media outlet said, oh, we're not gonna put their faces on there. Why they're not putting their faces? Because no disrespect, they're white boys. White boys are shooting up the schools. They shooting up Walmarts. They're the ones who are doing it. That's why they're not. And you know what they titled
if they're black, they'll show their face in the news.
Exactly.
No problem.
And you know what they titled? Their little newspapers. Oh, distressed child. He has a problem at home.
Oh, he's mentally disabled.
All these bullshits. But I guarantee you, if one black guy shoots up a school, God forbid, or shoots up a Walmart, I don't wish this to happen.
It's gang activity.
Gang activity
or black
violence. Black violence,
or just an angry black.
This is what we do. Black people always doing this. Or even a Latino. Oh, this is why we can't have Mexicans here. We need to increase the border.
The wall.
If you look at when, like, you ever notice another thing off subject, you ever notice when cops go to actually apprehend some of those school shootings, they seem more comfortable around them than actual people. They like when they stop a black man at a traffic stop, they seem more fidgety and more scared than an actual person who just shot up 30 kids. They'll just go to you and apprehend you. So when you come to a black guy who just probably ran the light or probably didn't put on his turn signal, you already have your gun out, your hand on your waist, you already
scared.
And you already scared. That's thing. I feel like if people are already like that, they shouldn't even have that job. Like
exactly.
If it's like, like it's beyond police training.
Officer, you cannot.
It's the people
scared.
hiring them. It's not the
you
hired people.
What you do.
It's the people hiring them.
But on the same token,
we all bleed the same.
But on the same token, those officers in Miss Jefferson's case, listen, a neighbor called for concern. They didn't say someone was actively in the house. It was a concern. Yeah. They called the non-emergency number. They said, hey, can you guys roll by just to make sure everything's okay? Not pull out your gun and shoot somebody. They said roll by and check it. See, now when you keep like, as a concerned black person, if I'm concerned and I call my local police department just to make sure everything's okay, I'm afraid now my neighbor's going to get shot. I can't call them. Now I'd rather just go ahead and just check to make sure everything's okay.
I hear what you're saying.
Like,
but it's still wrong that they keep shooting.
It is wrong. And
man, it's too much of it going on.
But
it's too much.
And on the same token, I don't want to badmouth the local police though, because there are good police officers who do their job very well, who help the community.
Rare.
No, they're pretty. There's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, but on the same token, these officers who are new to the force, who don't have the training, who are shooting black people, who are stopping black people for insufficient reasons. Like, you should hear, oh, why are you stopping me? Oh, I don't know. I'll answer that question once you provide me your ID. Like, they know the law too. Like, there's multiple videos on Instagram and YouTube, and it's because of Instagram these topics have been emerging.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
to a point where,
thank you Instagram for showing the.
And thank you social media for putting everything out that happens.
This has to stop one day. I'm tired of seeing the same faces and the same situations happening. It's always the black victim in the car or mounting his own business.
House, street, walking by, corner store, something.
The white individual or the white male that does this, and it's getting to a point where it's a cycle and it's a pattern, and like we needed to stop, and we need to step up.
But on the same token, I don't want our viewers to get confused. Listen, I'm not saying that, if you hurt somebody, you should be called with it. If you're shooting up schools, you should be called a terrorist. If you're killing innocent people, you should be called a murderer. Not because of what your face look like or not because of what race you are, that you should be called something different. Don't put words to make you look better. No. Yeah. Call what you are. You shooting up schools. You're a terrorist. You killing people. You're a murderer. Because look, if you go inside a Walmart and you steal something, you're a thief, right? Yeah, no matter what you are, you're a thief. You stole something. So if I'm killing people, I'm a mass murderer. That's what it is. So stop making these excuses for on why they did asses or the whole. It doesn't matter if they had a mental disable or whatever. But listen, I feel like society needs to change. The community needs to change. I feel sorry for the victims and even the cops because they're losing their families too. So that's my piece on that. Do you feel me? Do you guys have any final words? Any final say-sos?
Condolences to the family and
condolences to everybody and all the families that's around.
All lives matter and Black lives matter.
All right, guys, that wraps up the show. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you got a lot of inspiration, a lot of knowledge from our podcast. This is the Freedom of Speech. My name again is Kevin V, and I had
Martin Blue
and JQ.
And that's it.
Thank you for tuning in, baby.